Alright, so this is the new project bike out here. It's a Kawasaki ZX11. Really excited to start tearing into this because I don't actually even know what all is here and what is not. Well, I do know that the airbox is missing. Fuel tap is missing. I think they had to hardwire the tank straight into the carburetors, it looked like. I took out the battery myself. That's about the only thing I've even touched on the bike since I've had it. So can't wait to get these fairings off and see what it looks like, you know, when I can get a better look. Let me see. This tank's rusty. I know that too. I mean, definitely gonna have to work on that. There's gonna be all kinds of projects to do on this. One thing that I've thought about is it's sort of like an even amount of wear, like all over the bike. There's nothing that's too bad though. It's been like, it hasn't been crashed. It doesn't seem to have been kept outside really, because there's not like a lot of rust, or you know, you would see like really bad rust on the some part of the wheels if it had ever like sat out in the mud or anything. So I think it was probably garage kept and just not run in a really long time. So this is a, you know, classic sport bike from the early 90s. Who knows, like the state of the engine even. Hopefully it doesn't have any of the like rod issues that these sometimes come with like the oil starvation. I talked to the guy who sold it to me, said that, you know, this bike when it came out, he was young, and I think he was about 19, so it was his dream bike to own one of these. So he got his money together, went to the store, went to buy it, and they said, you know, where's your insurance? So he found out that to insure one of these as a 19-year-old, the fastest bike in the world at the time would more or less pay off the bike, you know, several times a year, and what he'd have to pay in insurance. So he ended up not getting it, and then much later in life he found this one. He was going to restore it himself, but he never actually got a chance to, got busy with work, so he let me, you know, have a shot at it, which I'm grateful for. And the only question I have is, what degree should I end up restoring this to? You know, it's not quite on the level of being a very rare classic. I mean, they're rare, but there's still a lot of these out here. Still sort of like a beat up, you know, 90s era bike. You don't have to feel too bad about, you know, people would race these and stunt these and do all kinds of things. So I want to restore it to a pretty good level, but you know, you don't want to lose out on something that's original and rare. So that's what I'm debating about. Do I repaint it? You know, do I do the new decals and that level of stuff, or do I just get it going? But excited to get a better look at this as soon as I possibly can. Oh yeah, and it has no front brakes, which makes it really fun getting up ramps. I already dropped it getting it on the trailer once, and just about, you know, crushed myself getting it in my shed, because if you stop in the middle of a ramp, you know, you got problems. So yeah, I'll have to fix the brakes eventually, but looking at the engine will be the first priority, and can't wait to get started on this. Yep.